Hello, welcome to Hack Games. This is the next episode in the Global Offensive Weapon Guide series. Today we'll be taking an in-depth look at the Famas. The Famas has been consistent within the Counter-Strike franchise, with it being used in both Source and 1.6. In Global Offensive it's still here and retains a lot of the old features we've come to expect. On an unarmoured enemy with no Kevlar or helmet equipped, the Famas does 117 damage for a headshot, 29 damage on the chest and arm, 36 damage on the stomach, and 22 on the leg. Against an armoured opponent it deals 82 damage for a headshot, 20 damage on the chest and arm, 25 damage on the stomach, and 22 on the leg. As you can see, the Famas fails to deliver one-shot kills on armoured opponents. This is the same as the M4, although the M4 does have a slightly higher base damage. The reload time on the Famas is a little on the long side. It takes 3 seconds to reload a full magazine. This is touch and go on whether you have enough time to reload. If a player is pushing your position and you are out of ammo, then you are probably better off switching to your secondary. It has a considerably high fire rate for a rifle of 720 rounds per minute. This means you can spray with the Famas and pick up some extra kills. The magazine size contains 25 rounds and the speed of the Famas is 220 out of a possible 250. This makes it just that little bit slower than the M4, but a tad faster than the AK. It's only available to purchase as a counter-terrorist side and costs a reasonable $2,250. A kill will grant you the default award money of $300. The recoil pattern for the Famas is similar to a zigzag. The first 3 bullets hit on target, then go up to the right, then to the left, then back right again, and finally a heavy left. In order to control the recoil while spraying, you just need to do the opposite of the pattern. So here I am pulling down to the left after the first 3 bullets, then to the right, then back left again, and finally a heavy right. This way you should have a far more tighter spread and a better chance of hitting the enemy. Spraying can sometimes work out for you at close range, but for long range encounters you typically want to burst fire. Burst firing with a Famas is so efficient because the first 3 bullets will land dead on target. Be sure to strafe side to side in between shots, as this will make you harder to hit. When you need to shoot, stand still for a split second, burst fire and then go back into strafing. This way you'll have pinpoint accuracy every time you go to fire. The Famas still comes with 2 different fire modes, automatic and burst fire. They are pretty self-explanatory. The automatic mode lets you fire as many rounds as you want, whilst the burst fire mode fires 3 bullets at a time. There's nothing stopping you from burst firing in the automatic mode, so it kind of makes the feature a bit redundant, but for new players it's a great way to get familiar with burst firing. Just remember to switch back into automatic mode when you are close quarters. It has a standard penetration damage for a rifle of ×2. This means your shots will do approximately 12 damage to the chest of armoured opponents through wooden materials. You'll see the Famas occasionally used in competitive play. Teams tend to pick it up when they are on a broken or forced buy. This essentially means that they don't have enough money for the full loadout of M4 on armour, so instead they opt for the Famas. This is an efficient way of spending your money, as the damage statistics for the Famas aren't far off the M4. It's not uncommon to see it purchased in the second round too. This gives you phenomenal range early game, allowing you to outgun your opponents who will most likely have Deagles or SMGs. As things start getting into the late game when your enemy has full armour, you typically want to switch to something like the M4. This costs an extra $850, but the increase in stats make it worth it. With the M4 you do a slightly higher base damage, you reload faster, you can carry more ammo, and you actually move a bit faster as well. Some will argue that the M4's recoil pattern is a lot simpler too, making it easier when going to spray. This is not to say that the Famas is a bad gun. Like I said before, just make sure you pick it up on a broken or forced buy and you'll still be in for a chance of winning the round. Thanks for watching guys. If you can let me know in the comments what you think about the Famas, that would be great. I personally tend to go for an early SMG purely for the higher award money, but pick up the Famas on broken buys later in the game. If you're looking for people to play CSGO with, then I highly recommend joining the Hack Games Steam group. We do open lobbies throughout the night where we get everyone on to play a few games. We've hosted multiple events in the past and they've been really great fun, so if you're fed up with playing with bots and want to take part, then just join the Steam group and you'll get notifications of when things are going live. As always, thanks for watching and I'll hopefully see you in the next episode.